central part of Kansas. Actually, they call it the North Central, but it's almost dead center Kansas. We've traveled all across the United States and keep coming back to where we grew up because although a lot of people have a different opinion of Kansas, especially if you've driven through western Kansas and there's not a tree in sight for miles and miles, where we live is a different area. The last couple of years have been pretty much of an upheaval for us. I was diagnosed with multiple myeloma in, I guess, October 10th, and that was a hard enough hit, but it had attacked my spine before they caught it, and dropped 6 inches in height and lost about 70 pounds. But worse even than that was the fact that on the 10th of November, I think, my son and his wife came down to St. Louis to see me. They were going to operate on me down there, and Dustin and Lacey came down there, and he was at the hospital with Jan the night that they were operating on me, and he got a call from a sheriff's department, and his wife had stepped off a curb, and she was struck and killed, leaving him with 4 kids, a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old, 7 and 11. So that's been hard to cope with too. Then on top of those 2 occurrences, and then this tornado comes along, and you have a hard time holding it together when all that stuff hits you. And that Ford tornado, 180 mile an hour wind. The wind was blowing so hard that it was just unbelievable. I mean, just the thing that I knew that we were in a terrible circumstance because we'd had 70 and 80 mile an hour wind out there before. Didn't even make the house rattle even. And as I came walking by that bedroom when the tree was being uprooted, I heard the roof creak on the west end of the house, and I knew we were in trouble. So, like I said, we ran for the walk-in closet. Doug, my oldest boy, after he walked around and looked, and he saw that the house where we were laying in the walk-in closet, it took the west end of the house, left the middle wall standing, and where we were laying in the walk-in closet, everything from that wall where we were laying on east, the last 25 feet or so of the house, completely gone. Down to the slab, to the concrete slab. And first thing Doug said was, he said, God must have had a blanket around you 2. My faith was being tested. Because I thought, man, this is the 3rd deal this year that were monumental in our life. I mean, absolutely monumental. Any one of them could have devastated any family. And here we had 3 of them. I asked God to show me something that I knew was concrete evidence that he had a plan that we just didn't understand. Like, have Gemma walk out where the front door used to be.
Because we didn't know if she was,
We figured she was dead, and turned the lights on right after I said that. And Jan goes, there's Gemma. And here that silly little cat was climbing its way over the SUV. So that was my answer. I figured, that's good enough. Wasn't a coincidence.